Hello friends, this is Dr. Shashi Agarwal. I welcome you all. Today our subject is microeconomics and the topic is elasticity of demand. Under the topic elasticity of demand, we are going to cover the meaning of elasticity of demand, what are the various types of the elasticity of demand, price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity of demand, various degrees of the price elasticity and the methods of the price elasticity. And this lecture is very useful for the student of microeconomics, business economics. Even it is very useful for the student of CA, CMA, CS Foundation and the students of net economics also. First of all, we will see what is the meaning of elasticity of demand. As we have earlier done the law of demand, which states other things remaining the same, there is a inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded of a commodity. The law of demand explains the direction of change in the demand for a commodity as a result of change in the price. As we are aware, other things remaining the same, if the price rise, the demand contracts. They move in the opposite direction because there is a inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. If the price falls, the demand goes on extending. So the law of demand, other things remaining the same, it indicates us the direction of the change in demand for a commodity as a result of the change in the price. The law of demand does not explain the degree of the change. How much change is there? If there is a change in the price, this much percentage, how much change is in the demand? It does not indicate quantitatively. The law of demand only explains us the direction. The elasticity of demand also explains the direction as well as the also explain the degree of change also. In order to measure the quantitative change, Professor Marshall developed the concept of the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand, he has given this concept in his book Principle of Economics. J.S. Mill and Cornett, they were the early economists who referred to the elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand measures the changes in demand of a commodity in response to change in the price of the commodity or change in the income of the consumer or change in the price of related goods. As the demand of a good depends upon the price of that good, income of the consumer and the price of related goods. So elasticity of demand measures the response of the demand due to changes in the price, changes in the income or changes in the price of related goods. In the elasticity of demand, we measure the response of one variable due to change in the other variable. According to Dooley, the elasticity of demand measures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded of a good to change in price of other goods, changes in consumer's income. Dr. Marshall has explained the elasticity of demand may be defined as the percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in the price. So according to the definition, there are three types of elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand is the ratio of percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity to percentage change in price. Here we could write in this manner minus, because price and demand, they have inverse relation. Percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in the price. Income elasticity of demand, other things remaining the same such as the price of the given commodity, price of the related goods, taste of the consumer, they remain constant, there is no change. Then we measure the changes in income, impact of changes in the income on the demand. Percentage change in income of the consumer. Under the income elasticity, we measure the ratio of percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity due to percentage change in the income. The formula is equal to E small y, proportionate change in quantity demanded divided by proportionate change in the price. In case of normal goods, income and demand, they have the positive relationship. Then we measure the cross elasticity of demand. Cross elasticity of demand is a measure of change in the quantity demanded of good Y. यहाँ पे in here under the cross elasticity we are measuring the impact of change in the price of good X on the demand of Y. Proportionate change in the quantity demanded Y divided by proportionate change in price X. Price elasticity of demand is the ratio of the percentage change in the quantity demanded of a commodity to percentage change in the price. Price elasticity of demand explained as the ratio at which the demand contracts with rise in price and extends with the fall in price. Dr. Marshall, elasticity of demand may be defined as the price change in the quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in the price. And there is the inverse relationship between the price and quantity demanded. So price elasticity of demand is always expressed by the minus sign. So E, elasticity of demand, is equal to percentage change in the quantity demanded. Here the minus sign is there. Percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Suppose there is a fall in price by 5%, that is followed by the extension in demand by 15%. So we could write change in demand is 15% and fall in price is 5%. So elasticity of demand is equal to 3. Now we will understand the degree of the price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand of all goods or of one good at different prices not always same. It may be more. It means if there is a change in the price, say 5%, how much change in price, how much change will be there in demand? Will it more than 5%? Will it be less than 5%? Will be equal to 5%. Here we are going to measure the degree of the price elasticity of demand. According to Marshall, the elasticity or response of demand is great or small according to the amount demanded increase much or little for a given fall in price or diminishes much or little for a given rise in price. So here we are going to measure the degree. And there are 5 kinds of degrees: perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, unit elastic, more than unit elastic, and less than unit elastic. In a perfect elastic demand, the shape of the demand curve is equal to parallel to x-axis. Here the elasticity of demand is equal to infinity, because if there is a small change in the price, there will be infinite change in demand. Very little rise in price will cause the demand to fall to 0, and very little fall in price will cause the demand to extend to infinity. So it is perfectly elastic. Here the elasticity of demand is equal to infinity. At the given price, demand could be much more. But if there is a small changes, it will cause a infinite changes in the demand. And the shape of the demand curve will be parallel to x-axis. And then we will understand what is the perfectly inelastic demand. A perfectly inelastic is one in which a change in price produces no change in the quantity demanded, like in the case of medicine, essential commodities. Like here the price is this and this much is the quantity demanded. If the price is this, so there is no change in the quantity demanded, so elasticity of demand is equal to 0. If the price is this, demand is this. If the price is this, demand again is this. If the price fall to this, so here the demand curve is parallel to y-axis and elasticity of demand is equal to 0. Then there is unit elastic demand. It means if there is a change in the price to the tune of 5%, equal change will be there in the demand. Unitary elasticity of demand is one in which a percentage change in price produces equal percentage change in demand. If the price falls by 5%, demand extend with 5%. So it is unit elastic. It means elasticity of demand is equal to 1. Here the shape of the demand curve is rectangular hyperbola. It means it is going to meet x-axis, but it never meets. The shape in the case of unit elasticity of demand is equal to rectangular hyperbola, because here percentage change in price produces equal percentage change in the demand. Greater than 1. Greater than unitary elastic demand is one in which a given percentage change in price produces relatively more percentage change in demand. Like there is a 5% fall in price, but there is a extension of 20%. When there is a changes in price is less, but there is a more changes in the demand, then we say it is more than 1. Here in this case, like here is the price and the price falls to this much, but demand extend to this much. So here it is equal to more than 1, because changes in price less and changes in demand more. Less than unitary elastic demand is one in which a given percentage change in price produces relatively less percentage change in the demand. In this case, this is the price, this is the demand, and here the price falls this much, but demand rises only this much. So here the elasticity of demand is less than 1. Where there is a changes in the price is much more than the changes in the demand, then we say it is less than price. Just to memorize and revise, elasticity of demand is 0 in case of perfectly inelastic and shape is parallel to y-axis. Elasticity of demand is equal to infinity in the case of perfectly elastic demand, and here the shape is parallel to x-axis. In case of inelastic, it is parallel to y-axis. Elasticity of demand is less than unitary elastic demand, and in case of unitary elastic, it is equal to 1 and the shape is rectangular hyperbola, and elasticity of demand is more than 1, that is the greater than the unitary elastic. Now we will understand price elasticity denote the ratio at which the demand contract with a rise in price, extend with a fall in price. There is an inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded of a good. Price elasticity is expressed as a minus sign because there is an inverse relationship between the price and demand. Percentage change in quantity demanded divided by a percentage change in the price. So what are the various methods? Total expenditure method, proportionate method, point elasticity method, arc elasticity method, and the revenue method. Total expenditure is also known as a unity method, which is given by the Dr. Marshall. In order to measure the elasticity of demand, we are concerned how much in which direction of the total expenditure change as a result of change in the price of the goods. Total expenditure means like the price is 1 and I am buying 10 things, 10 units, it means total expenditure is 10. In the total expenditure method, we measure the direction of the total expenditure as a result of the change in the price of the goods. There are three measures: greater than 1 when total expenditure increase with fall in price. When total expenditure increase with fall in price and decrease in rise in price. Here the elasticity is more than 1. Equal to unity when there is a fall in price or rise in price but the total expenditure remains the same. Less than 1 when total expenditure decreases when the price falls and rises with the rise in price. Here the total expenditure moves in the same direction, then it is less than 1. When it moves in the opposite direction, then it is more than 1. Here it is greater than 1 when price rise, total expenditure falls. When price falls, total expenditure rise. When rise or fall cause no changes in total expenditure, then it is equal to 1. When the direction is same, when the price rise, total expenditure is also up. When there is a fall in price and total expenditure is down, then it is less than 1. Here in first situation, as we see, the price is falling from 10 to 7 and the total expenditure goes on rising. If we move in, if we see from this 7 to 10, then the total expenditure is going to fall because here the the direction of total expenditure and prices reverse. If the price rise, total expenditure falls. If the price falls, total expenditure rise. So here the elasticity of demand is equal to 1. But in the second situation, whether the price rise or fall, total expenditure remain the same, then the elasticity of demand is equal to 1. When they move in the same direction, like in this case the price is falling, the total expenditure is also falling. If we see from this side, as the price is rising but the total expenditure is also falling, as the price rises the total expenditure also rises, then it is less than 1. Here elasticity of demand is equal to 1 here, because like is this situation, when the price rises to R, the total expenditure falls. So this is the area where the elasticity of demand is more than 1. Here the total expenditure remain the same. Here the total expenditure and price move in the same direction, the elasticity of demand is less than 1. Proportionate method, percentage method or flex method, which is given by the Dr. Flex. It is also known as the mathematic model. Here we measure the minus percentage change in the quantity demanded divided by the change in price, or we could write minus sign, delta Q is the change in quantity divided by the change in price multiplied by the price divided by quantity. Proportionate method is used when change in prices and consequent changes in demand are very, very small. Price of the ice cream is 2, so the original price is 2, original demand is 4. When the price of ice cream rises to 4, then the P1 is 4 and the Q1 is 1. Here I have written this manner: delta P, P1 minus P, which is equal to 2, and delta Q, that is the change in quantity, that is minus 3. And by writing them in the formula, minus divided by 2 by 4 into minus 3 by 2. This 2 will cut with this and we will have minus will also cut, minus multiplied becomes positive, then it becomes 3 by 4, which is less than 1. But this is the limitation of the proportionate method. When we reverse the situation, the answer is not the same. So the formula is revised. Price of ice cream is 4 and demand is 1. When the price of ice cream falls to 2, demand extends to 4. So this is the, and by putting in the formula here, the delta P is equal to minus 2 and delta Q is equal to 3. By putting it, we will have this minus 2. Here the elasticity of demand is equal to 6, which is more than 1. So in the situation, when the situation is reversed, the elasticity of demand should have been same, but it is not same. So the formula is revised. So here elasticity of demand is equal to minus minimum price divided by quantity, minimum quantity, into delta Q upon delta P. So point method given by Marshall, it is used to find out the elasticity of demand at a particular point on a demand curve. It is also known as a geometric method. It made the infinitely small changes in price and demand due to particular price. So here under the point method, if this is the point, the lower segment, this is the lower segment and divided by the upper segment. Lower sector of the demand curve divided by the upper sector of the demand curve. In this manner we could say, if we want to measure the elasticity of demand, this is the equal point where this is the midpoint. So if you want to measure at this, the elasticity of demand will be less than 1, but if you want to measure at this point, the elasticity of demand will be more than 1, because the lower segment, if the lower segment is more than the upper segment, then the elasticity of demand will be more. If the lower segment and upper segment, they are equal, then the elasticity of demand will be equal to 1. At this point we want to measure the P point, then the PV, that is the lower segment, divided by the PA. If we want to measure on the curvy shape, like we want to measure the elasticity of demand at this point P. So this is the lower segment, this is the upper segment. Arc method. It is useful where changes in price and demand are very large. It is given by Dalton and further developed by Watson and Lerner. According to Watson, arc elasticity is the elasticity that is measured at the midpoint of a demand curve. When elasticity is computed between two separate points on a demand curve, the concept is called elasticity, arc elasticity. The formula is Q1 minus Q2 divided by 1 by 2 Q1 plus Q2 into P1 plus P2 divided by 1 by 2 P1 minus P2, and this will be cut. Then we have this formula, and we could write in this way: delta Q upon delta P into P1 plus P2 divided by Q1 plus Q2. And this is the graph. Here we are measuring the elasticity at the mid of the demand curve. Arc elasticity is useful when we measure the elasticity from A to C or C to A. The answer will be same. Price elasticity of demand can also be measured with the help of average and marginal revenue. A is equal to average price, which is found by dividing the total revenue by the number of units sold, and A is the price per unit. It is also called the demand curve. MR, which is defined as the changes in total revenue by selling one additional unit of output. So elasticity under the revenue method is equal to AR divided by AR minus MR. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe Shashi Agarwal, and the second channel Shashi Agarwal Economics and Law Classes, which have the Hindi version of the elasticity of demand.